Hi, I'm Andrew from McCormick Music Lessons, and I just simply love to teach. I love guitar, and if you're watching this, it means you've probably reached out to us about guitar lessons, and so I just want to give you your first lesson for free. This is literally about how I do a first lesson for almost anybody. Now, whatever your goal is, no matter what your background is, it's about the same for us, for our goal for you in the long run, which is freedom. But the trick to getting you to have freedom to play anything you want on the guitar is we got to make it as fun as possible. And up front, we got to get you some confidence. That is what we're going to do today for our first lesson. Okay, so no matter where you're at, what you're doing, if you're a beginner on the guitar, this is the perfect video for you. I've done this hundreds of times. So grab your guitar and let's dive in. Okay, so real quick, if you don't have a guitar, give us a quick text or a phone call. We'll ask you like 2 questions about kind of where you're at, what you want to do, and we can make recommendations based on that. By the way, fun little myth, you don't have to start on a guitar like this, the acoustic. So more on that later, give us a call. Anyways, the point is this is your traditional acoustic guitar. This is the classic starter. Nothing wrong with that, love it, so we're gonna start with that today. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that it's sitting in your lap. See that little groove here? That's for your leg. So put that on your leg, and you also want to have a chair that allows for your knee to be at a 90-degree angle, okay? If you're in a very tall chair or bar stool and your foot is like this guitar is just going to slide right on off onto the floor, and we don't want that. So anyways, protect your instrument, put this thing on your lap, and let's dive in. So you've got a series of parts. I'm not gonna even get into all the craziness of the parts. We're just gonna focus on 2 of them. Part number 1 is our strings, okay? This is the most important part. You have a total of 6 strings here. Got it? Okay, those 6 strings are essentially all given a separate name, a note name, okay? I want you to do me a favor and repeat after me. It's a little bit like it's something that I use from 5 to 105, but it works. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Got it? Okay, say it all together with me. Ready? Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Kind of silly, a little dark, but it is what it is. It works. Okay. Now, I want you to, with your thumb, play from the string that's closest to your nose and go Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. Got it? Awesome. Okay. Now, all I want you to do is to simply do that again. This time, I want you to say out loud just the first letter of each of those. And by the way, if it didn't sound just like that, it means your guitar is out of tune. So that's okay. We're going to address that as well. If it is out of tune, there is an actual link down below where you can actually get a separate guide just on tuning your guitar if you need it. If it sounded just like that or close to it, you're fine. Let's skip ahead. So, Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Cool? Okay, if it sounds like that and you said it just like that, I want you to go ahead and now just say the first letter of each of those single words. So, E, A, D, G, B, E. Your turn. Take your time. E, A, D, G, B, E. Got it? Okay. E, A, do it with me. D, G, B, and E. Cool? Sound good? One more time. E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, there's 2 E's though. How do I differentiate exactly? So this is called the low E. And this one, farthest away from our nose, is the high E. And it's called that because of the pitch. It's a very high pitch. This is a very low pitch, right? Okay, so one more time. E, A, D, G, B, E. Pop quiz. Let's go ahead and have you play the high E string. It's that one. How about G? Okay, how about D? Take your time. That's the one right there. How about B? Give played that one, you're right. How about A? That's your A right there. And then finally, low E. It'll be right there. Excellent. If that's all too fast, simply stop, rewind, go back through this again until it's comfortable. Okay, awesome. Now that we've got our strings memorized more or less, or they're more comfortable, yes, just using our thumb for now, don't worry about anything else. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the second part that I want you to know and memorize. That is the frets, or the fretboard, if you will. So these bars are technically called frets, F-R-E-T-S. And whenever we combine a string with a fret, we get notes, okay? So that right there is all you need to know. Now, in order to play notes and to fret notes on the guitar, you simply have to play just behind the fret. Let me go ahead and show you. So if I was playing, let's play the high E string. Go ahead and play that. That one, right? Awesome, okay. So if you're playing that string, that's playing it what we call open. If I wanted you to play the first fret, you would simply take, we're just gonna use our first finger for this whole example, this whole lesson. It's just this, use this finger, okay, got it? We're gonna go under the guitar neck, put our thumb on the back here. Hopefully you can see that. And simply put your first finger on the first fret of the high E string like that. And pick. Now it's very common to approach it from the middle. Nothing wrong with that. And if you're going from back here, way behind it, you hear that? That's a very common problem to have because it's merely physics. The closer you are to this bar or fret, yep, the easier it's going to be to play. So easy, medium, hard. There we go. You can still do it, just push down harder. But if you have a choice, always play right there. Cool? So that's the high E string first fret. Let's play the high E string second fret. You just move it up. Let's try the B string third fret. Take your time. Eddie, A, dynamite, good. Bye, there's B, third fret. Right there, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, take your time to get that. Let's do one more to make sure you got it. G, the string of G, second fret. Go! E, A, D, G. 1, 2. Go ahead, take your time. Again, if all this is too fast, stop, rewind, come back. If that was easy, you are ready to play your first song. So I want you to take a look at the screen here. Take a look at what you've got. Okay, so that might seem a little bit intimidating, right? But that's not that bad. This is basically tabs. This is kind of the easy way to play music on the guitar and how we're going to get you to play your first song in a matter of minutes. So if you look, you'll see that there are the same letters or the same note names on this little diagram, or what we're going to call, it's called a tab, short for tablature, which is just kind of simplified sheet music. Sheet music's really hard. We're not going to go there for a while. Don't worry about that. Just learn tabs. It's easy, okay? So if you look at it, from the bottom up, you'll see it goes E, A, D, G, B, E. We know that. Okay, interesting. So that right there, of course, is your string names. So if I want you to play that bottom line, you're gonna play this note. Take your time. If I want you to play the top line, it also says E, you'll play that note. Some people feel like this is reversed. It is what it is, okay? I don't make the rules, I'm just teaching you how the game is played. Let's go ahead and, if you will, let's play, how about that A string, the second from the bottom, right there. How about D? Good. Skip over to B, second from the top. And then G. One more, low E again. Okay, that bottom line is low E. Okay, as long as you're with me on that, now you're ready for the next level. Okay, now for this diagram, you're going to see that there are a series of numbers. What the heck is that about? Well, those numbers represent fret numbers. So when you combine that with a string, kind of like Battleship, you're going to get a single note. Okay? So the first two notes that you see, or two frets, says 0, 0. You see that? That's on the G, right? So let's go ahead and play that. 0 simply means you play it open. So here's how you would do it. You would locate your G string, E, A, D, G, and play it twice. Just like that. Okay, and now you're gonna get a couple of more notes. You see a 2 on there. Okay, you got it. That is G string 2nd fret. And then the next one is back to a open. Let's go back through those first 4 notes. Should sound like this. Go ahead and try. Once you got that, now it's time to add 2 more notes. You ready? So you'll see that it's on another string. Take your time. Don't rush this. I know this might be going fast, but it's because it's a video. You can pause it. Go at your own pace. This stuff is hard, okay? So have some grace with yourself. All right, so here is that line that you're seeing on the tab. It's going to go like this. Did you see that? So there's a 1 on the B string and then a 0. Go ahead and take your time and do that. Pause the video and try that line. Okay, now if you've got that, make sure you repeat that once or twice. Let's go and do the next line. I'm going to reveal the whole thing. There it is. Okay, now you're seeing there's some more notes. It starts off the same, so here's how it should sound. Your turn. Great, okay. And so obviously you recognize the song as Happy Birthday. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and challenge that you, without my instruction, play the second half of this entire song. It's gonna get a little harder and a little trickier, so take your time, have some grace with yourself. This thing is tough to learn, but have some fun. Teach yourself the rest of this song. I know you can. And if you succeeded, go ahead and leave a comment below, shoot us a text saying, hey, thank you so much. And if you want to continue this journey with me or one of our amazing guitar teachers, go ahead and reach out, give us a call. We have a couple locations, so you'll see that down in the description below, as well as right here if my editor has a thing happening. Give us a call or a text, but no pressure either way. Hopefully this helped to kick you off on the right foot, having fun right out the gate. There's a lot more than this for sure. And if you want to join us on stage or just in the classroom and just for fun, our goal for you is to get you freedom to be able to play anything that you want in the world. And if you are willing to do the work necessary and show up each week, we can get you there guaranteed. Thank you for watching. My name is Andrew from McCormick Music Lessons.